Read them
I
all.
will read fast. I am Evelyn Wood, speed reader.
Mr. Stockton, if tabling it would have changed my mind, I would have agreed with you. How's that? Wouldn't have changed my mind. Okay? Wouldn't have changed my mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
Deputy Mayor, would you please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the municipal land use law does require that when we are passing a land use ordinance which changes the zoning and where it has been found by our planning board to be inconsistent with the master plan, that we need to provide a statement of our reasons. All of us up here have provided reasons when we voted in favor of the ordinance, but I would respectfully read the following resolution into the record, which will memorialize and make it clear for purposes of satisfying the conditions required by the municipal land use law.
And then you'll make a motion to.
And then I will, motion to approve.
The resolution.
Well, this is,
Right.
all right, I'm moving that we approve the following resolution. A resolution setting forth the reasons in support of adoption of ordinance number 0-09-52, amending Chapter 188 entitled Land Use of the Code of the Township of Howell pursuant to NJSA 40:55D-62 to allow multipurpose recreation and sports complex as a permitted principal use in the SED zone district and to create zoning standards for same to be found in new section 188-86.3 and to amend minimum parking requirements found in section 188-107 and rezoning of portions of Block 177, Lot 8.01, and all of Block 177, Lots 7.01, 7.02, 12, 13, and 14 from ARE 6 to SED. Whereas ordinance number 0-09-52 was duly introduced by the Township Council of the Township of Howell on September 22, 2009. Whereas a public hearing on the same was conducted this evening, October 20, 2009, by the Howell Township Council. Whereas the Howell Township Planning Board reviewed the ordinance on October 15, 2009 to determine if same is consistent with the Township's master plan. And whereas said Howell Planning Board determined that said ordinance is inconsistent with said master plan as set forth in their memorandum dated October 19, 2009, prepared by their planning board planner, Birdsall Services Group. Now therefore be and it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Howell that pursuant to NJSA 40:55D-62, that after a public hearing and discussion pertaining to ordinance number 0-09-52, and notwithstanding the Planning Board's determination of inconsistency, it hereby adopts said ordinance for the following reasons. NJSA 40:55D-2 provides that one of the fundamental purposes of the municipal land use law is to provide sufficient space in appropriate locations for a variety of recreational uses, both public and private. The Howell Township Master Plan further requires the development of private recreation facilities. Among the stated goals and policies of the Howell Master Plan is to encourage recreation, open space, and economic development in Howell Township. The Master Plan specifically states to encourage the development of new private and public recreation facilities in appropriate locations to serve the residential neighborhoods in the community. The current zoning ordinance does not provide for recreational uses in any zone in the township. The zoning ordinance as it currently stands is therefore impermissibly inconsistent with the master plan, which seeks to encourage private recreational facilities. This inconsistency materially undermines the purposes and objectives of the land use element of the master plan, and it should not remain unaddressed. This amendment is an opportunity for us to remedy this deficiency in our zoning ordinance. The proposed ordinance and zoning amendment would allow for desirable non-residential development in appropriate areas of the township to complement the existing character of the community and aid in broadening the local tax base. Private recreational development is important in light of the limited financial resources available to government entities. Promotion of physical design and community planning that assures that adjacent land uses function compatibly and harmoniously in terms of scale and location. Promote the provision of appropriate and balanced public open space and recreational facilities. Encourage the development of new private and public recreation facilities in appropriate locations to serve the residential neighborhoods in the community. The scale of public and private recreational development is compatible with permitted uses in the existing SED district. Recreational benefits will accrue to township residents and workers. The Fairfield Road site is centrally located within the county and has good access to surrounding roadways. The Fairfield Road site is relatively isolated from residential neighborhoods and can be adequately buffered. The Fairfield Road site can be developed with public water and sanitary sewer. The Fairfield Road site is located directly across from a highway development zone, HD2. The Fairfield Road site is located in the proximity of the Western Monmouth Regional Center. The proposed ordinance complements and advances the purpose of the SED zone, which is to provide for a variety of economic opportunities in various areas of the township where rail and highway infrastructure is readily available. The amendment would minimally expand the SED zone and foster development and appropriate use of land, and to facilitate better traffic flow on a heavily traveled artery. The proposed use amendment provides for a family-oriented use that advances the public welfare by promoting both mental and physical health. The rezoning of the ARE6 properties for non-residential SED purposes will benefit the township with the upgrading of existing roadway frontages, constructing needed private recreational facilities that might otherwise have to be provided by the public sector, and providing access to public sewer and centralized water to areas that are presently not being served. And the rezoning recognizes an existing non-residential use and makes consistent the SED zoning with other like parcels along Route 33. And a change in the identified zoning from ARE6 to SED is consistent with the adopted Route 9 Western Monmouth County Development Plan of June 2004, and the proposed changes in zoning are generally consistent with many of the goals and objectives of both former and our current town master plan documents. By way of example, the Open Space and Recreational Plan element of November 2003 recommends that the township provide for a system of active and passive recreation for existing and future residents of the township, and the proposed multipurpose recreation and sports complex land use is compatible with other permitted land uses found in the SED zone district, and the proposed rezoning for a multipurpose recreation and sports complex is supported by and is consistent with the Howell Township zoning analysis for Block 177, lots 8.01 and 12, as prepared by Group Melvin Design. Based upon the following reasons set forth above, the Mayor and Town Council of the Township of Howell find that the aforesaid inconsistencies with the master plan are appropriate and are in the best interest of the residents of the Township of Howell. And, Mr. Mayor, I move that resolution.
And I'll second it, Mr. Mayor.
Roll call, please, Ms. Walman.
Mrs. Clark?
Yes.
Mr. Memolo?
Yes.
Mr. Vislaki?
Do I can't, because I
Well, he's, still
yeah,
he's going
abstain.
abstain. Mrs. Dalton?
Yes.
Mayor Walsh?
Yes. All right. Listen, I'm sorry, folks, there's some other stuff we needed to work on tonight, but because of the late hour, I'll be point blank with you, I refuse. Okay? So, we're gonna push off to the next meeting if possible, talking about non-residential community design standards, proposed ordinance on buffers, and strategic planning committee. We have two, 9A1, the 4-ton weight limit on White Street, we can put off till next meeting?
We're not going to introduce those tonight. Yeah, none of that tonight.
We're not gonna introduce any
No.
of them.
No, sir.
Okay. We have a general election on November 3rd, 2009. God bless everybody who's willing to put their name on a ballot, because you see what can happen. You all have a real good evening. We have a regular meeting, not till Tuesday, November 24th. So I don't know how to break it to you. I have a nice 5-week break. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna sleep a little bit. I think I'll party a little bit too. Is that on tape? Yeah, it is, huh? Yeah, I will. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn, Mr.
Can I get a
Mayor.
second?
Second.
Give me a roll call, Ms. Woman.
Mrs. Clark?
Yes.
Mr. Memolo?
Absolutely.
Mr. Vislaki?
Yes.
Mrs. Dalton?
Yes.
Mayor Walsh?
No, I want to stay here.